We're going to talk about the American TV show now, 2.5 Men, and an actor on that programme has attacked his own show. He describes it as filth, is the word he uses, and he's urged you, if you are a viewer, not to watch it.
2.5 Men. If you watch 2.5 Men, please stop watching 2.5 Men. I'm on 2.5 Men. I don't want to be on it. Please stop watching it. Please stop filling your head with filth. Do some research on the effects of television and your brain, and I promise you'll have a decision. You'll have a decision to make when it comes to the television, and especially with what you watch.
Maybe a bit of career suicide there for Angus T. Jones. He made those comments on a video posted online by a Christian group where he has sought spiritual guidance. Let's go to our Central London studio. Watching that with us, TV critic and writer Tom Latchem. Well, what do you think, Tom?
This is actually not the first time he's criticised this show. He criticised it back in March. He said he felt uncomfortable as a child actor with the show's adult themes, although that didn't stop him signing a new contract for $8 million 2 months later. So talk about biting the hand that feeds you. Yeah,
but what will this do for his job security? Would that be breach of contract, do you think?
I wonder whether they didn't know about it. It was filmed in his studio. Part of it was filmed in his studio, in his trailer at the Hollywood studios. I mean, if they did know about it, it's a brilliant publicity stunt. They may drop him, and if they do drop him, he won't really be missed. He's not really been in this series. I've got to admit, I'm not a massive fan of the show. I wouldn't say it's filth. I sometimes, working from home, I do flick on to look at the how should we say, scantily clad beauties that they do have in the show. There's my tabloid background coming out there. But I do sometimes flick on. I suppose in the biblical sense you could say that is filth, but is it really? It's not hugely filthy, but this may well risk his career in the show, but he is dispensable. He's not been in it so much. His character, Jake, has gone off to the army, so he's not been seen in it so much. And carrying on the religious theme, you could say that he's not been in it so much, so maybe the devil makes work for idle hands.
Looking at the tweets coming in to us today, Davy Boy says, if Americans think their comedy's near the knuckle, they should try watching Shameless and The In-Betweeners.
Or The Thick of It. I mean, The Thick of It, they've got a swearing expert that they send off their script to every week, and he sends back suggestions of how they can make it funnier and more sweary and dirtier. So, yeah, I mean, but, you know, I think the thing with 2.5 Men is, it looks like a family show in a way. The way it's filmed, the way it's presented, it feels like a family show, but there are quite clearly adult themes, whereas something like The Thick of It, Shameless, it's on at a certain time, it's billed as an adult show, you know what you're getting when you watch it. OK, fair point. A few more points via Charlotte.
Yep, reactions to the show in particular. Tim Joseph says he likes 2.5 Men, but definitely not family entertainment. He says it's raunchy, it's full of innuendo, but he says lots of TV is heading that way. Will says he never watches US comedy because it's not funny, and most of it is unsuitable for family viewing. And on the subject of motive behind it, John Williams says, is it a PR stunt to boost ratings, something that you just mentioned? Do you think that might be a motive?
Well, it could be. I mean, with all of these things, it could be. I mean, certainly, if you were a young man and you had kind of got an inkling of what 2.5 Men was like, and this guy comes on and says, don't watch it, it's filth, you know what you're going to do, aren't you? You're going to turn straight on and watch it.
Tom, thank you very much indeed. Now we move on and we talk about Sports Personality of the Year. Good, wholesome family watching. 12 of this year's biggest sporting stars have been named as nominees for Sports Personality of the Year. Lisa Knights has been going through the runners and riders. Who have we got?